I'm so honored to be here, and particularly honored to have the opportunity to introduce the Baltimore Urban Debate League. There's really no way I could ever convey my gratitude for everything that BOOTL has done for me over the years, but I'm grateful to have this opportunity to try. When I was 11 years old, just finished with elementary school, I attended BOOTL's middle school summer camp for a week. I only went because of my friend Zoe, whose mother Pam is the BOOTL CEO. My parents practically had to drag me there. I was so resistant to the idea of debate. How could a painfully shy girl like me, who could barely make conversation with people outside of my family, possibly enjoy a week of competitive debate? 1 week later, second place novice trophy in hand, I left the camp tournament head over heels in love with this strange activity. For the next 3 years, I was a pretty typical overbooked middle schooler with way too many extracurricular activities, but debate always held a special place in my heart. When I went to a high school without a debate team, I spent a year and a half trying to make it work on my own without any institutional support, but that still wasn't enough to satisfy me. So 2 years into high school, I transferred to Baltimore City College, where I could again immerse myself in the beauty of competitive debate. And when the time came to choose a college, I already knew that I needed debate to continue to be a part of my life. All this is to say that the Baltimore Urban Debate League, starting with that week of camp 8 years ago, has completely changed my life. Even though it all started with just 1 week, though, BOOTL has done so much more for me since then. Debate has introduced me to some of the most amazing people and inspiring role models a person could ever ask for. People who know how to fight for real change in their communities, who are willing to listen to and amplify youth voices, people with the ability to look critically at an unfair world and not just complain or give up, but to look for a better way to understand the problem so as to find a better solution to it. If you really want to understand BOOTL's impact, you need to look at the people who are a part of it. From students to coaches to alumni, everyone is part of a single nurturing community. Even my opponents at BOOTL tournaments felt more like friends and teammates than competitors. There's really nothing quite like watching my fellow Baltimore debaters reach the highest levels of success debating for colleges around the country. Something about being from the same UDL creates a sense of pride and unity that's difficult to explain. None of that would be possible without the generous support that you all provide, and I thank you for that. But it isn't always easy. At this tournament last year, after the semifinal round, it was the farthest I'd ever gotten. We had been debating on the affirmative for 6 straight rounds and had another one ahead of us. I was exhausted and stressed out of my mind, and Deshaun and I had been fighting about something silly again, and I wasn't sure I could make it through even one more round. My coach took me outside and forced me to pause for a minute and just breathe. I gathered myself, went back in, and started that final round. That, to me, might be the most valuable skill I have learned from debate. The ability to clear my mind in a high-stress, hectic moment and focus on my goal and just do what I need to do to get there. We all know that debate teaches us research and advocacy skills. Those are what people always like to bring up when discussing the benefits of policy debate. As valuable as those are, I think that debate teaches us much more than that. It teaches us how to put all of our efforts into disagreeing with and arguing against someone without ever losing our basic respect for them as opponents and intellectuals. It teaches us how to work with someone and communicate, even if we've been fighting about something silly again, putting all that aside in the interest of reaching a common goal. It teaches us how to lose and then get over it and move on to the next round, even if it sometimes takes us a while to really let it go. These are things that all of us learn and all of us will use, whether we become policymakers or social advocates or writers or teachers. There are skills that we need just to live life with other people, regardless of what we do. The beauty of urban debate leagues is that they bring this activity and all it has to offer to a much broader range of students. I know that I, for one, would never have gotten where I am without the Baltimore Urban Debate League, and I can honestly say there isn't any place that I'd rather be. Thank you.